So we've got the Cornerstones exhibition objective. I've been away all weekend. Let's see what we've got to do for this. There is just a day left to grind this out, so let's see if we can get it done as quick as possible. Complete any 4 of the following. Kick off your journey in Cornerstone exhibition. Complete 4 out of the 6 challenges to start building your squad foundation and earn bonus rewards. We're going to get a Cornerstone 84 for finishing it. 75 rated, free common gold, 7583, 75 double, 75 and 2 75s. So realistically, if we're looking at objectives, we only need to do 4. Win 4 would be 1. Then obviously score 4 would be 1. I'd say win 4. And then I'd be potentially looking at the Premier League. They're going to be the best packs that you can get back. Naturally, you could do other objectives as well. So we've got to play 5 matches in the Cornerstone regular event while having minimum 3 Premier League. La Liga is going to be 2 La Ligas, and Serie A is going to be 2 Serie A. Then obviously you've got win 4 with 3 Prem. So if you're looking for coins, head over to eldorado.gg. There is huge amounts of verified sellers on Eldorado, and there is a money back guaranteed by Trade Shield. If that's not enough, there is 24/7 live support and also plenty of reviews across websites that will definitely put your mind at ease. And as always, before you check out, make sure that you are using the code JT11 for 5% off every single order. Back to the video. 2 La Liga. Okay, so I see why they're doing that. Then obviously score 4 with a minimum of 2 Bundesliga. And then we've got win 4 with 3 Bundesliga, 2 Serie A, which is going to be, 5? So you could put them all in one team and potentially try and do as many of them as possible. So we've got to have 3 Bundesliga, 2 Serie A, and I think that's going to be, is that 2 there as well? So realistically, we're going to build a team of this. So let's have a look and see what's the best team that I can personally build right now. Like I say, we've been away the weekend, so let's build a brand new one to see what we can get then. So Cornerstone is going to be the one. So we'll just call it Corner and see what we can get with this at the moment. So I need 2 Bundesliga at the minimum. So if I go to Bundesliga, in fact, the one thing that I didn't check is if they need to be scored by the Bundesliga or just have them in the squad. That is the 2 main things. So we've got score 4 goals whilst having. So yeah, so in general, the team just has to be the team. It doesn't matter actually who is the one scoring, which is absolutely perfect. Now, chemistry-wise might be a bit of a problem. I haven't checked if it is a max chemistry, but we'll go for it right now. I'm thinking if we go, would be nice to potentially get a few nice links out of this just to kind of give ourselves the max amount of chemistry. So I'm thinking if we go with 2 of Dortmund players, that's going to at least give us something. Just start off, because we know Prem, we've got a decent amount going. Then obviously La Liga is going to be the other one that needs 2 as well. So then we can go with a bit of Trent. I'm thinking if we can get some English links potential. If I have another Real Madrid player, that would be phenomenal. We'll go with Alaba to obviously go with them links. So that's the 2 La Liga and then 2 Bundesliga. If then we're looking at Serie A, again, I'd be looking at just the kind of best options I've got. We have got Nakata that's going to be a bit of an extra there. And then we also have DeMarco, leaving probably my best players for the attack, which is naturally always going to be the case. So then we can just fit in 4 Prem realistically. So if then we go to the Prem that only needs to go with obviously a lovely 3. But if we go for, I don't really want to go with Bowen. If we went for a Langer to start with, just for the pace more so than anything. Left-hand side, we'll obviously look at a bit of, in fact, what we'll do instead is instead of going for Alaba, if we go for the left mid, we could go with a little bit of Rashford in this. And that would be that slight bit better for him to go with the English links as well. Then obviously we can go with Prem centre-back. I'm pretty sure we've got a few. So if we go with Konza, we'll go with Konza. And then obviously striking-wise, we'll see what we've got. We will go a bit of Watkins. And we'll throw in, we'll go Gibbs White, why not? We can obviously go ahead and swap Rashford at some point and just bring somebody off the bench. But that's pretty much all I'd need. I've got the 25 chem, which is always nice. Obviously, then you're looking at potentially what sort of chem you want. So potentially I'd be looking more at the Bundesliga more so than anything and just getting that little bit extra. Naturally, I don't have any Bundesliga, so we'll just go with German at the moment. So naturally, that's going to give us a little bit of extra links. We've got a few decent ones across the board, so it does work out to some extent. In terms of then, and to be honest, it's probably the thing I should have checked to begin with, is to make sure there's no fully requirements for it. So we have got this one. It is going to be team overall, rated max 83, 85 and higher max 1 in the squad. Okay, so that actually makes a little bit of a more of an interesting one there. So what we'll kind of do there instead is if we go ahead and what you kind of want to do, you do the little bit of bronze bench on there. So teams in general, you can kind of keep under the certain wraps anyway, especially when you've got a few of these bronzes in. But realistically from that, then you want to obviously go ahead and just add as many 84s as you can. So again, we'll just follow that same kind of theory. So what we'll do is we'll just change out a few of these players, obviously keeping the Bundesliga involved with this, but we can drop it down one, like we'll go with Baumann instead. Then obviously we've got 4, so I will possibly keep Nakata in there as midfielder-wise, he works really, really well. So Syria, we just go down and we'll go with him. Then obviously we'll change. We've got 3 more. So we'll change Trent into a different right back. Again, not the worst thing in the world. And what we could do, in fact, change Di Lorenzo because we did have Baude this side, which is always going to be a nice option. Does get the Barca links with obviously Rashford then, and is an 83. And then obviously Nakata's the only one. So that kind of settles it. It keeps everything in line with what you need. And pretty much just grind out the play. Very simple to do and really shouldn't take too much time, but definitely grind it out as much as you can to really get that final objectives done. Some nice little players, a good player of a cornerstone on the start there, and we can keep going with some objectives. But that's going to be today, and hopefully we'll see you for some more soon. Peace.